Marriage is a commitment to life, to the best that two people can find and bring out in each other. It offers opportunities for sharing and growth that no other relationship can equal. Pledge to love and care for each other in marriage, they create a spirit unique to themselves, which binds them closer than any spoken or written words. And now, in the words of Frederick Ogden Nash, to keep your marriage brimming with love in the loving cup. Whenever you're wrong, admit it, but whenever you're right, shut up. We hope that you will regularly look back on this day and remember it as a most wonderful day in your lives. As husband and wife, may the love that you already have for one another continue to grow and deepen, and may you always remember the joy of this day.
Take the photos.
Take your fingers, man.
Oh, you can take it. You don't like that. You don't like that. Took some work, mate, together.
and Samuel Williams, give your daughter Natalie in marriage to Robert John Bishop?
I do solemnly declare
that I know not
that I know not
of any lawful impediment
of any lawful impediment
why I, Robert John Bishop,
why I, Robert John Bishop,
may not be joined in marriage
may not be joined in marriage
to Natalie Lynn Williams.
to Natalie Lynn Williams.
Thank you. I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare.
I do solemnly declare.
That I know not of any lawful impediment.
That I know not of any lawful impediment.
Why I, Natalie Lynn Williams.
Why I, Natalie Lynn Williams.
May not be joined in marriage.
May not be joined in marriage.
To Robert John Bishop.
Robert John Bishop.
And therefore, Robert, will you take Natalie to be your lawful wedded wife?
I will.
But you're very keen, I haven't finished the question. So, Robert, will you take Natalie to be your lawful wedded wife? Will you love, honour and cherish her?
Sorry. I will.
And Natalie, will you take Robert to be your lawful wedded husband? Will you love, honour and cherish him?
Will.
Thank you. The wedding ring, being an unbroken circle, symbolises unending love and is the outward sign of the lifelong promise you make to one another today.
I give you this ring as a symbol of my love, honesty, trust and respect, worded with love this day and every day.
Robert John Bishop and Natalie Lynn Williams, you have both made the declarations prescribed by law, and in doing so you have made a solemn and binding contract with each other in the presence of your witnesses, your family and friends gathered here today. Robert and Natalie, it now gives me great pleasure to declare that you are husband and wife together, and Robert, that moment has come. You may now kiss your beautiful bride.
When do you ever truly tell the ones you love the reasons why you love them? I know that the Bishop family doesn't. Now, to try and break the ice, Matthew, Paul and I had contemplated a little drunken performance to quell our nerves and dazzle the guests. Paul on the guitar, me on lead vocals, and the pretty boy Matthew was going to do a Magic Mike striptease in his 5-man kit. But Paul was too busy fermenting gin, writing poetry, and making vintage furniture. I'm too conceited and shouldn't have a microphone in my hand. Ray and Indy are the most delightful little specimens you can lay your eyes and your hearts upon. They do melt me at times. The definition of cuteness, intelligent, charming and charismatic. The perfect middle of their parents. So, Matthew and Robert, years of advanced driving courses between them, and often seen driving the big red shiny things when they're cats stuck up trees or women trapped in communal lifts. They're the front seat driver and passenger driving me, Daniel, Philip and Paul through France watching Wales in the Euros. So the boys are in the back playing cards, music on, doing 90 miles per hour along the French autoroutes. And then Matthew starts climbing out to the driver's seat and Robert clambers under him to take the wheel, tangled like a couple of 6-year-olds playing Twister. We haven't stopped, mind, still driving. We're doing 90 miles per hour down the middle of the motorway, occasionally swerving as they're having some sort of tantric sex movement to the front. And then Robert settles into the seat and continues driving without a care in the world. Matthew nestles in nicely beside him, both giggling like schoolgirls, and we all just sat in the back flabbergasted. These are the boys we're dealing with. A very, very bizarre sense of humour. Robert, Paul, Philip and I grew up as a couple of sets of unbreakable brothers, watching Welsh football matches with our fathers at the old Arms Park. The four of us snuggled together in the back seat of an old Ford Orion, sucking on cola coos. And it's fair to say that the twins have been spoiling games and been social hand grenades ever since. Now I know that these are trivial things, but they entirely encapsulate these two people. I'd sleep over and bring the latest Amiga game or PlayStation game, and they would be literally up all night completing it. I'd be woken up at 3 or 4 in the morning, and they'd be there, playing in silence, sat beside each other like a couple of midnight owls, engrossed with a level of determination I cannot attribute to any other person I've met. I remember playing Bop It, you know the game, you pull it, twist it, flick it, spin it, and Guitar Hero, to name but a few. And we were all much of a muchness, gradually beating each other in turn, laughing at each other's mistakes. Nice, friendly, healthy competition. And a week goes by, and I return, and they've completed Bop It. Just completed the game, completely. And they were throwing the guitar around like Jimi Hendrix on acid. And I've met a lot of different people in my life. I've travelled the world and met all sorts of different professionals at work, some truly gifted people in their respective fields. But I have yet to meet anyone that resembles this pair of plonkers. A very intelligent person once told me that intelligence could not be measured. Yes, people can develop theories, create masterpieces, and solve riddles and rhymes, but you cannot solely measure a goldfish on its ability to climb a tree. I honestly do believe that this pair border on genius. They've written computer code, renovated entire houses, played golf to single figures, hit 180s, shot foxes running in darkness, cooked meals and desserts better than any restaurant I've ever been to, solved puzzles, completed computer games, juggled balls, studied and created betting formulas that beat the bookies for a while, built bikes, bullets, knives, chessboards, wired kitchens, plumbed bathrooms, fixed cars, written poems, stories and legal arguments, saved people from jumping off bridges and burning houses, carried men, fought men, protected people, voiced political opinion, read books, bred animals, both blessed with unrivaled mental strength and kindness. Now I don't know about you, but they are the friends that I would choose for myself, a brother-in-law and a husband I would choose for a loved one, and an uncle and a father I would choose for a child.
For those of you who don't know me, I shouldn't really have to explain myself. But I'm Paul Robs' twin brother, harder working twin brother I might add. Everyone knows being a fireman is not a job. It's a gathering among friends to have 2 days and 2 nights away from their wives. Saying that, I am a little envious. I can only reciprocate Chris's kind words. Rob is everything you could ever want in a husband, a father, a brother. Make a joke, something. It's a testament to my mother, father, nans, grandchildren, both past and present. Not forgetting my mad sister, who I do believe is on Amfet.
She's on Amfet.
However, I can sense that you've been asking yourself the same question that I've been asking myself. How is his twin brother the third best man? But I guess being a brother is overcoming his bad choices, and that will lead me on to a bad choice some 20 years ago, and a secret that has stood the test of time. So today, no one knows this, I don't think, apart from Chris and Matthew. So today of all days, I will reveal that secret to you, but you must promise not to tell my dad. Transport yourselves to 1993, a terrace street, a golf club. My dad will recall this, or at least a version of events. Picture a garden no bigger than a regular sized living room. The garden enclosed by concrete walls and a 6-foot red panel fence. Rob places a golf ball and says to me, I bet I can hit it over the train track. He's about 3 meters away from the fence. The shot was bordering on impossible, made even more so by his lack of golfing prowess and the fact that he was about 11. So up he steps, 5 iron in hand. He swings and the ball crashes against every conceivable surface like a pinball until it smashes a conservatory window. What possible excuse could we come up with before my father came home? I can't remember who told him or whether he even believed our tale, but the story went something like this. A few boys ran down the back garden instead and threw a brick through the window. We got no back lane. It was from that moment on that I knew I always had one up on Rob. If Rob didn't place that ball and try the impossible, we wouldn't be here today, celebrating this special day at such a stunning venue with friends, family, beautiful bridesmaids, an exquisite bride all eating vegetables. But in all honesty, I must confess, I didn't taste the vegetables because I've been ill all day, but I did taste Weetabix with soya milk and I went bad. And last but not least, Natalie. She came into our lives about 5 years ago, and I say our, and I know I can speak on behalf of my family, saying how much she has touched their lives, and seamlessly she has fit in. She embodies the bishop traits, as Chris has mentioned. She's talented in more ways than she knows, but one talent that supersedes the rest is her cake making. And I know she would probably disagree, but believe me, and for those of you who don't know me, I really give undeserved compliments. So this compliment is truly warranted. Her cakes are amazing, as you all know. I must admit, however, I am a dab hand at buttercream and cake. And she leaves that job to me when I popped in to make myself a cuppa. Emphasis on myself, as her tea making skills leave a lot to be desired. I don't know what she does. I think she puts the boiling water straight on a tea bag. And just to let Natalie know, and all the fire boys, it's always milk first and the water just a shade under 90. She's hard working, a grafter just like her father. One of the most important qualities in life in my opinion. But I still cannot understand the obsession of cleaning floors. It's quite unusual. She literally goes through debt or floor wipes like Rob went through £5 notes at Paradise Palace on his stag do. She's an amazing mum to two wonderful daughters. I have no question they will grow up and have little or no patience following Natalie's lack of patience. But we can only hope that they pick up on Rob's quality for that. But I can generally say, Ray and Indy, the most precious little girls, they have an ability to light up your day with their cheeky antics and giggles, as I'm sure we're all aware. Natalie is truly everything you could ask for and more. I'm lacking of superlatives to truly describe how wonderful she is, but I guess you all know what I mean. A friend of hers who I won't embarrass described her as Wonder Woman, and I think that's quite apt. For For someone like myself, who is a close knit circle of friends, because less is more in my opinion, I do regard Natalie as one of my best friends.
Never thought I'd see the day.
I'm just putting it on end. So on that note, before I become too sentimental, I would like to close a toast. True love is eternal, everlasting and pure. It is not the number of kisses or how often you get them. It is the feeling that lingers long after kisses left. So treasure the little things, for it's the littlest things that are most significant to the bride and groom.
Well done, Paul.
Well done, Paul.
Some people live for the fortune. Some people live just for the fame. Some people live for the power, yeah, yeah. Some people live just to play the game. Some people think that the physical things define what's within. And I've been there before, but that life's a bore so full of the superficial. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all. If it ain't you, baby, if I ain't got you, baby. Some people want diamond rings, some just want everything, but everything means nothing if I ain't got you, yeah. Some people search for a fountain that promises forever young. Some people need 3 dozen roses, and that's the only way to prove you love them. Hand me the world on a silver platter, and what good would it be with no one to share, with no one who truly cares for me? Some people
We're not the type who deliver lavish hellos and goodbyes with hugs, handshakes and kisses. We're not the type who need to justify our friendship to the world through the menial avenues of social media. Our friendship is far beyond that. I suppose it is a bishop trait. The things we think but do not say, the love we feel but do not show. And ultimately, the majority of what has been said today will be forgotten without fault in time. And in this life, words will seldom be a saviour. The best things in life are always left unsaid. It is the people around us that define us.
If I ain't got you, babe.